I first heard about them in 1947, but it wasn't until 3 years later that my husband Barry was attacked.
Well, I was walking along looking for mushrooms and heard this grunting sound, and then wham! It was on top of me. They seemed like foreigners. They get the shit scared out of them.
I can categorically say they do not exist. It is nothing more than an old wives' tale.
The Phascolarctos cinereus, commonly known as the koala, is the animal most often associated with Australia. Its teddy bear appearance and seemingly placid nature has endeared it to people from around the world. However, the koala has a little-known relative, Phascolarctos gabriellus.
Yes, the Phascolarctos gabriellus has been dubbed the drop bear by the Australian people because of its tendency to drop on humans passing below its territory. This aggressive nature can be explained by the mutation of the 14th genome. This mutation has been caused by rising carbon monoxide levels in the koala's natural environment due to extensive use of motorised transportation alongside the marsupial's native habitat. Consequently, the gabriellus has developed longer and sharper claws, larger front incisors, and an aggressive and volatile nature.
We used to take the FJ up to Belair every Sunday for a picnic, and after lunch we'd take a long stroll through the national park, looking at the animals and listening to the birds. But Barry walked on. He wasn't very interested in the wildlife, and one day he was about 20 metres down the path from me. I was taking a close look at some wildflowers, and I heard him scream.
It's 11:05 and 13 degrees in the city. We're taking your calls this morning on Talkback with DJ Dave. Marie, are you there?
Yes, Dave. I'd just like to tell people about an unpleasant experience I had the other day at Parawira National Park. I was on my morning bushwalk when this wild animal dropped on me from absolutely nowhere and started to scratch my face.
So, Marie, what sort of animal are we talking about?
I can't say exactly, Dave, but I think it was a koala.
Oh, so you're saying a koala attacked you?
Yes, I think so. In fact, that beast made me go to the hospital where I had to have 15 stitches. Now, I know this is hard to believe, but the same thing happened to a relative of mine in far north Queensland. I think these koalas might even be a new hybrid species. Now,
Marie, have you had anything to drink this morning?
This is not a joke, Dave. These new sort of vicious koala bears are a menace. They're out to hurt people, and I want to warn your listeners of the dire...
Yes, well, I think that's about all we need to hear from you, Marie. Thanks for your call. Next caller, please.
Now, in those days, a man didn't scream unless there was jolly good reason to. I looked up to see this furry grey ball wrapped around his head, and he was struggling with it, trying to get it off.
I felt this weight on my head, and then claws ripping into my neck, and all this blood was pissing out everywhere, and so fucking painful, man. It sucked.
Finally, he ripped the beast off his face, and it scrambled into the bush. Oh, what an absolute mess Barry was in. All that blood. I was in tears. I drove him to the hospital. The nurse said she'd never seen anything like it, but she refused to believe our story. We never discussed that matter again.
I've seen some shocking injuries. The victims keep telling of these psychotic koalas dropping from trees. Personally, I doubt that these drop bears are actually causing the injuries, at least not without provocation. But whatever it is, it's vicious.
The drop bear has very few differences from a normal koala. Its size, claws, teeth and behaviour are all that separates it from any other koala. It breeds with any regular koala, but the mutated 14th gene is dominant, just like brown hair over blonde in people, not koalas.
The existence of the drop bear was first recorded in the journal of ornithologist Edward van Beek near Melbourne in 1932.